Hey everyone, and welcome back to Senior Living News with Dale Corpus for the week of November 24th, 2025, powered by the Simplify Senior Transitions podcast. I'm Dale, your Bay Area Senior Transition Specialist and real estate expert who reads senior care headlines so you don't have to, because honestly, half of these articles sound like they're written by a robot that's never met a grandparent. But this week, we've actually got some fun and fascinating stories. One, a senior living community in Texas that adopted a stray dog and basically turned him into staff. Two, a new memory care wing in Illinois that's designed like a calm, secure neighborhood. Three, a $30 million senior living community being built next to a Buc-ee's in Texas. Yes, that's Buc-ee's. Four, seniors flying planes and petting puppies through virtual reality therapy. Five, quick bite. Why a fake retirement village on TikTok has millions of people fooled. 6, tip of the week, the pet and people test for touring a community. And 7, fun fact, how many U.S. grandparents are still helping raise their grandkids and what that means for future care. Let's jump in. First up, a story that honestly could be a Pixar movie. At the Philomena Assisted Living Community outside Austin, Texas, a little stray dog kept wandering up to the building. Staff gave him treats, residents gave him names, and eventually they gave him a home. They officially adopted him and named him Chewy. Residents say Chewy greets them on walks, joins exercise classes with very questionable form, comforts people during tough days. Staff noticed residents were more active, more social, and more willing to come out of their rooms when Chewy was around. So yes, you can improve engagement with activity calendars and life enrichment programming, but sometimes you can also just hire a dog. Next story, over in Bethalto, Illinois, Cedarhurst Senior Living has opened a new memory care wing next to its existing assisted living. Highlights of the new wing include secure enclosed outdoor spaces, purpose-built hallways to reduce confusion, calmer, more home-like common areas. Families in the article said they appreciated being able to keep loved ones on the same campus even as their needs change instead of moving to a completely new facility. If you're touring a community with memory care, don't just ask, do you have memory care? Ask, how is it designed differently? How do they manage wandering? What's the daily rhythm for residents with dementia? Because memory care is more than a locked door. It's a philosophy and a design choice. Next up, let's talk about the most Texas thing I've seen this year. In Bertie, Texas, a developer is planning a $30 million senior living community right next door to a brand new Buc-ee's. The project will include independent living, assisted living, memory care, amenities designed to feel like a small village. And yes, residents will basically be able to make a day trip to Buc-ee's for snacks, brisket sandwiches, and beaver swag. This is part of a bigger trend. Developers are now building senior communities near major retail hubs, healthcare campuses, walkable amenities. For Bay Area families, think about this when you're weighing options. Is the community isolated or integrated into real life? Now, for something that sounds like sci-fi, but it's very real. The Associated Press highlighted how virtual reality is being used in rehab and senior care. Older adults in therapy have used VR to fly virtual airplanes, walk through forests and beaches, play games that improve balance and coordination, even interact with virtual puppies. Therapists say participation goes up, anxiety often goes down, people stay engaged longer than with traditional exercises. Now, does every community need a full VR lab? No. But if a senior living community says they use technology, you can ask, is it just for show? Or is it integrated into rehab, engagement, and safety? Do residents actually enjoy and use it? It's not about the headset, it's about the outcomes. Quick bite, and this one's wild. An article from a college news site broke down how TikTok was briefly obsessed with a so-called Basin Creek retirement village featuring very glamorous older adults dancing, laughing, and living their best lives. Millions of people loved it. Thousands asked, where is this place? Can I move my grandma there? Here's the catch. It wasn't real. The seniors were AI generated. The story raised good questions. How will AI impact how we see aging? Will families start comparing real communities to hyper-polished fake ones? For you, when you see an unbelievable senior living clip online, just remember, it might literally be unbelievable. So today's tip of the week is inspired by Chewy, our new favorite four-legged employee. When touring a senior living community, try the pets and people test. 1. Ask about pets. Can residents bring pets? Are there community pets like cats, dogs, or birds? Are there therapy animal visits? 2. Watch how people react. Do residents light up around animals? Do staff smile and engage with residents while pets are around? 3. Translate it. Communities that are thoughtful about pets are often thoughtful about emotional well-being in general. You don't need a golden retriever in every hallway, but you do want a place that recognizes residents as humans with attachments, routines, and relationships, not just room numbers. Fun fact time. New federal data reported by the Associated Press shows that fewer U.S. grandparents are now primary caregivers for their grandchildren compared to a few years ago. But even with the decline, we're still talking about millions of grandparents who help raise the kids, provide housing, and offer daily care. Why does this matter for senior living? Because when those same grandparents start needing support, their adult children may already be juggling their kids and their parents at the same time. So if you're in the sandwich generation like me, don't wait for a crisis. Start conversations early. Explore options before everyone is already exhausted. And that wraps up Senior Living News with Dale Corpus for the week of November 24, 2025. Today we covered a stray dog who became an assisted living celebrity, a new memory care wing in Illinois, a Buc-ee's adjacent senior community in Texas, seniors embracing VR in rehab, a fake retirement village that fooled TikTok, the pets and people test, and how grandparents are still a backbone in caregiving in America. If this helped you feel a little more informed and maybe a little more hopeful, hit like, subscribe, and share so more families can stay ahead of senior care decisions. If you need help figuring out options for your own family, visit www.simplifyseniortransitions.com to learn more about my services or book a free consultation. You can also connect with me on Instagram @SoulByDale. And don't forget, this show lives on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. If you enjoyed it, leaving a quick review helps more families discover the show. I'm Dale Corpus. Thanks for hanging out with me. Stay curious, stay compassionate, and I'll see you next week.